I don't give a fuck what nobody think. I'm him.
Yo. What's the dang on deal, baby? Back at it again, man. The Coleman Cowboy. Got a little news, not too much, but today is Wednesday, so we got to get with it. Starting off with the injury report, man. And honestly, we're not looking bad right now, y'all. Two things kind of to take note on. Well, the main thing we're gonna start off with is Tyron Smith, man. Our boy's coming back. He's not 100% back yet. He's not gonna be playing this week, but I believe we'll get him in for the Jaguars game. What this does, man, him being designated, it starts his 21-day window, which is basically only saying we have 21 days where he doesn't count towards the roster, if that makes sense. So we can bring him in, this week if we wanted to. But it's smarter to utilize it. I took big hint towards this, man. If you looked at the game that took place, I showed y'all how we kept moving around our linemen. We kept putting Tyler Smith inside at guard. I mean, it's obvious, guys. We're getting ready to get Tyron back to put him back where he belongs, man. Even with Tyron being as old as he is, there's really nobody that can play that position quite like him, man. Definitely not on our squad. So during the Colts game, we did a lot of kicking Tyler Smith in the guard and putting Peters at tackle. And if y'all was wondering what the hell was going on with that, it's just getting some comfortability back in there, man. Getting them back comfortable at guard, seeing how you're gonna look at guard, getting that back going. Let me mute this, man. I apologize. But yeah, man. So that's the good news on that, man. As far as injury report goes, we had two illnesses. One of the key ones is obviously Kevin Joseph. Not quite sure what sickness he has going on, but he did not practice today at all. As well as Sam Williams. Sam Williams also has some illness issues going on, so he didn't practice either. So that's the illness. As far as did not practices to really look at, I guess it'll be Hankins, Jonathan Hankins. I seen him on the report. When I further dig into it, came out that there's no injury. So, and Jonathan Hankins is big, man, towards for our run game. Our run game is everything. So we definitely need Jonathan Hankins out there. When you look at the Houston, man, point blank, period, their passing game is trash. Trash as hell. It should be a lot of interceptions, honestly. That's how I really feel about this game. Even with not having our full defensive backs out there, I'm confident in Jerron Bland, obviously. If you're not, you should be. And if you thought 2 interceptions was good last week, I feel like my boy gonna get some more this week, man. So that's the good thing. But here's the flip side. That one game that Houston won, they won that game with the run game. Pierce is not something we want to sleep on. The boy can move, man. He even has some good yard. He had a good game against the Browns, man. So just a little note. I'm pretty sure he'll be back tomorrow. It's said personal. So Jonathan Hankins not being present, it's non-injury related. It's just personal. So we don't really know what that is, and I don't like to dig too deep into my Cowboys' lives, man. Try to let them have their personal life, man. But yeah. So outside of that, man, Jerron Curse, limited, and as well as D-Law limited for the same reasons they've been limited. And if you realize last 2 weeks they've been limited, but still came in to play their game. Those are just being smart, and that's coaching staff kind of doing the right thing, trying to make sure the players are more rested than worn out. If anything, this is a period of injuries. It's a period where you don't want injuries, guys. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm cool with Mike McCarthy making that head decision, that chief decision. And hey, we're gonna relax. Matter of fact, I don't even think we wore pads today. I think it was a non-padded practice. There was claims that we're gonna wear shells tomorrow, but for Wednesday, we actually didn't even pad up. So I mean, it's just good to have the boys out there. That's literally the bulk of the injury list, guys. I mean, that should make anybody smile. We obviously know about Anthony Brown, which is not quite on the IR list yet. He'll be there. But yeah, obviously he didn't practice. But outside of that, man, we looking okay. My main concern with the injury list is truly Kelvin Joseph, man. Kevin Joseph. That's one of those things where it's like, man, you're a new starter now, bro. Uh, I know he's sick, and obviously I don't want him out there, sickening up my team, getting everybody sick. Sam Williams out with sickness. I don't know if it's something flying around the locker room. I don't think so quite yet. We ain't even gonna speak it into existence. We're gonna look at it like, yo, let them handle their business. Let them take their cold medicine. Hopefully he out there tomorrow. Damn it! Now, if he ain't out there tomorrow, I'm not gonna really be okay with that. He's too raw right now as a cornerback, man, for him just not to be out there, man. So yeah, big addition coming back, man. The main great news today is the final designation of Tyron Smith being placed back on the team. Gives us 21 days, man. No count towards the roster. Like I said, I do believe we'll see Tyron. Give him about 2 weeks. I think we'll see him, man. He's out there, dog. He's out there. He's moving. He's moving around. Looks pretty good from the little footage I've seen. You don't get to see much, but it looks pretty good, man. He's looking good. That's why I say I give him 2 weeks. Push come to shove, we know he's gonna be there for the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I think we'll get him for the Jaguars game because we would have to take him off the. Well, he would count towards the roster by December 21st. He would actually count towards your roster. And with him counting, you would have to move some pieces around. Also, some of the bodies that we've been calling up to fulfill in that line, we no longer can call up. We got like one more time to call up. What's his name? What's that boy name? It don't really matter. The point is, we're gonna have to move some bodies around. Somebody gonna get pushed off. All right. So expect that. We got the room right now for the receiver core. We also know that we got James Washington with a return, which is not much. On this Odell Beckham thing, this is where we get into this conversation, man. Dallas is out on that, man. That's just my opinion from reading the reports, reading the inside scoops. You look at Jan Slater, just everything that's coming out right now. Dallas is just we okay on it. And honestly, I'm okay on it. From Odell's Beckham's own mouth, I think he was saying he could play about 5-6 weeks, man. But it's just the fact that we kind of need you ready to go for this year. And with Odell Beckham's situation, Dallas is just not on point to deal with that. Players have kind of came out, said what they said about it, kind of spoke on how they felt about it, and they kind of on the same note as Jerry. Simple as this, like, bruh. Look, man, we respect you, homie, but we looking for now. We looking for here and now. We want something now. We want a playoff now. We want a championship this year. So, all the next year talking, we can talk about it next year. You feel me? Like for right now, we're not looking to sign Odell Beckham, man. Just not enough guarantee. There, I agree with Jerry, man. You not coming out. You're not moving around for none of these teams, man. I hate that it had to be us to say something about it, but I guess everybody eating off of it. Good publicity, you know what I'm saying? The Cowboys ate off of it. YouTube eating off of it. Streamers eating off of it. I mean, I don't know what to say about it other than that talk should kind of slow down. It's period. It came out the horse's mouth himself. Odell Beckham said himself, I may be ready to get out on that field and be ready to play in 5 weeks. Guys, 5 weeks is playoffs. And if you so confident in one particular body that they can just automatically have chemistry, automatically go out there and move, because what y'all doing is you mixing in your emotions with the Odell that you saw, that you knew from New York. You know what I'm saying? But then you're ignoring the fact that it's a reoccurring injury. And like when he returned from the first injury, he only gave the Rams 5 games, man. 5 games. It was a blessing that period led into the championship. But I ain't really trying to pay him on no bank like that, man. And then the way he talking, the way that the medical staff is speaking of the injury, it's nowhere near what it should be. You know what I'm saying? Man, those are not good signs. So you're not looking at getting back one of your premium type guys that we know of. We don't know who or what we are going to get back. It won't be OBJ. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to take a bet on that. Give him time, man. Let him be. Give him time. Kind of, I'll look at it like, man, we'll swing back around to that, after the season. Point blank period. Maybe even after draft. If you want my opinion, I'll wait till after draft. Better evaluation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Odell's out of there, guys. So my inboxes I'll be getting these inboxes, man. Y'all can't keep twisting it around. We got to get out of that dilute. I love y'all though. I respect it. I love it. I really appreciate y'all coming through the inbox, even to drop your opinion. So keep doing that. Mostly those that's on Facebook. That's what I'm speaking of. My Facebook, guys, they hit that opinion in the inbox, and I'm just kind of like, guys, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. We seeing the same thing. Like, baby, we getting the same report. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no secret scoop that y'all don't have. What's your true opinion? And get your feelings out of there, baby. Think money, think football, and think reality. And reality is it'd be dumb as hell to give him any money this year. He ain't gonna play for you this year. So yeah, that's my opinion on that one, y'all. Let that one ride in the sky. Let it be free. So we're gonna have to work with what we got. And what that is, man, is good old CD Lamb, which I'm feeling a lot more confident about. Michael Gallup, which seems to be coming more and more into his own, back into himself. And I'm cool with Michael Gallup too right now. And then you got Noah Brown, which has honestly, that was a lucky charm, man. That was a lucky situation, bro. Nobody truly expected Noah to just take off this year like this, man. He just, I guess, was one of those guys who needed a few years to really break out into his own, into the NFL level. But my boy did it, dog. And Noah Brown was playing lights out. Give a damn what nobody say. Straight up, he's playing good ball, man. Sound ball. Then you look at these picks and when we got them and what they cost the team to get, you can't do nothing else but smile and say, damn. Okay. You know what I'm saying? All right. Item number 2 on OBJ before we skyline across. All right. Because then I'm going to get to James Washington ass. But before we get there, man, another thing. Yeah, guys. Y'all keep saying we got cap space. Cowboys is like one of the top teams with cap space. We're going to kill this now. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna knock it out right now. Stop talking about the Cowboys cap space, guys. I don't give a damn if we had 50 sitting. It does not matter. Y'all don't realize what we about to be going through. You know what offseason going to look like? I know what my stream is going to be talking about. It's going to be a lot of people that's time to get paid. Bro, it's a lot of people that's about to get a bag. And no, it's not Michael Parsons, because that was constantly in the comment inbox too. I kept talking about Michael Parsons. Bro, we just paid Michael Parsons like 4 years, bro, for 4 years. So, like, he's in year 2. Like, stop. It's not Michael Parsons. I did make the statement that when it does come back around, yeah, he's going to be due for a bag, dog. But you got other people like CD Lamb, Trayvon Diggs, Tony Pollard, Donovan Wilson. Bro, that's just some of the names. Bro, we got like 15 people that we're going to have to pay. And you can't pay 15 people $2 million. Because doing that is still with a 30, you still talking $30 million. Are you talking about at least 40 million on some like beautiful setting type signings, man? But we got a lot of bodies to pay. So that's another thing while like everybody's kind of like, not so much with it right now. I mean, you got all these, and if you heard those names, those are like top tier names, bro. Like, these are people that, like, if they were not to get the bag and go somewhere else, it would definitely hurt your team. It's gonna hurt us, baby. It's gonna put a dent in us. And me personally, I don't want to fail in playoff and then lose all these players, nor do I want to win my championship and then lose all my players, because that's what happens. That's what happens, man. And then even in the flip side, look at teams who didn't lose a lot of players, like the Rams. And you go like, what the hell? That took it, you know what I'm saying? So I do want to be smart with the bread. I don't want to take gambles. And the fact is, OBJ right now is just a complete gamble. That's just a big ass gamble. We might as well go to the casino. You know what I'm saying? With the cap, because it's gambling at that moment. You playing with things. I'm trying to think of some other, because we got some other primary names that need to be paid too outside of Donovan Wilson, CD, Trayvon. and Pollard for sure. Guys, we get Pollard was due like $795,000. That's all we paid him this year, bro. Like that's what his bag was. You think he about to take that again? You think we gonna be able to pay him anything less than a good $5 million coming into his pocket for a year? There's people that we got to pay. I ain't trying to pay OBJ. Seriously, I'd rather keep my squad. I'd rather bid in the draft because I feel confident as hell about the draft and how we've been drafting. So stick it where it need to be stuck, man. I'm gonna say it like it need to be said. Yo, no more to OBJ. Right now, it's not looking good. We out on it. You can't help us this year. Let's talk next year. That's that discussion. Period. Now on to James Washington, man. I'm not quite sure what I feel about James Washington. Here's the deal. If we gonna be honest, James Washington ain't too much different than Odell Beckham when you think about situational, not talent. Okay, first off, we're gonna say that. Not talent. But when you think situational, same situation. I mean, dude just keep injuring himself. We ain't seen nothing from him. Basically, we got him in OTAs, injured. Came back a couple hours into practice, injured. So we ain't really seen nothing from James Washington, but their situation is the same. Highly injury prone. Difference is we ain't losing no bread over James Washington, man. It's make or break for him. You know what I'm saying? Do I feel like, there'll be some form of chemistry? I'm not quite sure. Just being honest. When I look at James Washington and his record, how much he's been able to truly practice and even build any form of chemistry, damn it, he wasn't able to build chemistry with Cooper Rush. You feel what I'm saying? Like he hasn't been able to have the chance. So that's kind of our reinforcement. So your real prayers and your real ideal should be like, yo, can you get jiggy with the three receivers you got on that field? And I kind of can, man. I kind of can. We shouldn't have to really deal with James Washington unless we have somebody go down. And yeah, we do got injury prone bodies that's currently on the field. Like when you talk about, Michael Gallup, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of injury prone too a little bit. But I feel like, man, I feel like you're pretty healthy. It's been a couple games I've had scares, like certain hits, certain ways he's caught the ball and been hit. I'd be kind of scared about it. A little worried, but he's proven to be pretty solid. True injury return. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't over hesitate about the James Washington situation. Fact of the matter is, the truth of the matter is, guys, with the offense that we have, we can go to a Super Bowl, bro. I'm just being honest. I feel like we can go to postseason. It's not about the bodies that we lacking. I feel like it's more so about the confidence and how we execute, because we don't execute like we need to all the time. We don't play like the offense that we can be all the time. So that's the main situation. Making sure that we getting sound and the coaching doing what they need to do in the back end. I feel like if Kellen Moore realizes what he has, it's easier to make things happen. It's easier to make your offense be primary as hell, because we didn't basically show, especially with playing against the Vikings, dominating that game like that, man. Yeah, and like don't get it twisted. The defense does have a huge impact. I'm a defensive player, so I'm always bound with defense win championships, baby. But nevertheless, your offense still has to prevail. Your offense still has to be a powerhouse. I feel like personally, our true identity is the run game. Partially, always have been. Really, you say what you want to say. Y'all feel how you want to feel. There's a lot more older Cowboy fans than me, but I feel like our whole Cowboy identity has always been about managing the clock, period. Like Tony Romo used to hold the hell out of the ball, bro. Like long ass drives, bro. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But it made for a devastating ass game when your offense can't really get on the field. Now you mix that in with an offense who can control and possess the clock. Then you got to go against a defense who you damn near scared to take too long in a pocket to execute a pass. Yeah, I feel like we can go to a Super Bowl. I'm not going to over Super Bowl talk right now. I'm not going to do that to us. But I am going to be honest about it. That's just what I feel. We are postseason bound, bro. we're there already. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a given. That's what it is on paper, knocked in, get the time ready. You know what I'm saying? But the question that lies, hey, how far can we execute past? Can we get actually past the postseason, get there, and not have a one and done? And I feel like this year, it feels funny saying this, man, because as a Cowboy fan, you got your hopes up so damn much, and it's so many damn years you go. I felt like that though. Then I felt like that then. I really felt like that year was that year. And as a true Cowboy fan, like truly being a part of this, you know what I'm saying? Like being in the squad, you know what I'm talking about. That feeling like, damn, we had it that year. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't want to mix that emotion in, but I do feel like something different. I feel like we've been able to execute. And I feel like us having a dominant defense really just throws momentum back and forth. Get what I'm saying? Mix that in with Tyron Smith coming back. I think honestly, Tyler Smith gonna do beautiful in the middle. I mean, I really do, man. He's a strong boy. Uh Gotta do a lot more type of moving, man, on that outside. Them positions both come with their own cons. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And I ain't never played on no damn line. But I done had to deal with linemen, and I know football, man. Really can ask more, more of them type of questions to like Botch Lombardi, the people that play line. I ain't really get out there and get on no damn line for shit. Excuse my language, man. Close I've been on a line is playing like DN reps, cornerback being moved to playing DN. What I do know is I think Tyler Smith will be a lot better inside at guard with Tyron Smith right outside of him. I do think that can make for a powerhouse. And I do think it's gonna tremendously have an impact on the run game. Like, I know it's funny because it's just like, man, that's just one body. But I'd be like, damn, I don't think you realize what one body on an O line can really do for your O line. That's a confidence thing. That's a chemistry thing as well. You know what I'm saying? I know our running backs love running beside Tyron Smith, man. So, like I said, Jaguar game. Before I get off, man, I'm gonna run it all back down real quick, man. Really though, I do want to make sure I shout out Matthew, man. Last chat, man, you provided me with a very beautiful cash app, man. I do appreciate that, brother, from the bottom of my heart. That all goes into keeping this going, baby. I'm trying to be more, dynamic with this, man. So I do appreciate it. Make sure y'all subscribing, man. YouTube, subscribe, man. The Coleman Cowboy. Same on Facebook. It's KC Coleman, the Coleman Cowboy. Trying to get professional with this, trying to enjoy it as much as I possibly can, because I really enjoy the hell out of it. Talking Cowboys, I can do it all day, baby. You know what I mean? But real quick to go down a rip of everything of today, of Wednesday, baby. Injury report looking pretty solid. Quentin Bohanna actually more limited knee. Jonathan Hankins, DT, did not practice, non-injury related illness. Kelvin Joseph, cornerback, we all know, stepped up to a starter due to a recent injury in the last game. With Anthony Brown, did not practice today, illness. Jerron Curse, limited, obviously, because his shoulder, as well as D-Law, limited. His foot. Their injuries was around the same time, maybe a week from. But nevertheless, they're going to be there. They're going to be present. They're going to be in the game. And then Sam Williams did not practice. Illness. Not quite sure what it is. Only person on here really that I have a worry about, like I had stated, was Kelvin Joseph, because I believe Kelvin Joseph needs all his reps, and he damn sure need all his practice. So hopefully he's in there tomorrow, and I'll be back tomorrow to let you know if the boy played. Because if not, man, I don't know, man. I just feel like this is my job, man. I'm getting paid to play ball. So even if I'm sick, man, I'm coming in there sick, dog. Safely or not, precautions and all. But you talking about stuff like walkthroughs, man. Yeah, because that's what Wednesday practice was. It was a basic ass walkthrough. So I do feel like, yeah, you should have been present, Nevertheless, man, I don't know what the sickness is. So I'm not gonna put too much of my own input into that, because it don't really matter. Who the hell am I? But that's the bulk of it, man. And like I said, the main news, man, Tyron Smith has just been designated to come back to practice, which starts his 21-day window, which gives us 21 days where it has no effect on our roster. So Man, that's the news of the day, man. I appreciate y'all time, man. And this has definitely been mine. And I enjoy every moment of it, baby. The Coleman Cowboy. I'm out. Ho!
I don't give a fuck what nobody think. I'm him.